In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to unlock the secret Invader Archetype in Remnant 2. Hey, what's up everyone? Before we get into this, if you do enjoy today's video and it is helpful, please give it a like and a share to support the video and subscribe for more content. I'd appreciate it. The Invader Archetype is one of the more difficult secret archetypes that you can unlock in Remnant 2. I've got you covered in this video though, and we'll show you exactly how to get it. First, let's have a look at what it does though. So we can see the prime perk here called Shadow, where casting an Invader skill leaves a decoy for 3 seconds, which draws enemy fire. You deal 5% additional damage to enemies not targeting Invader. If we go into this, we can have a look at the skills and perks. The first skill here is called Void Cloak. Automatically perfect dodge incoming direct damage for 60 seconds. Each auto evade reduces timer by 33 to 100% based on damage absorbed and spawns a decoy. You've got Wormhole, where it warps the caster forward through space-time. The next melee or range attack within 5 seconds will deal 300% damage. We've got Reboot, which initiates a data backup of the caster's current health, stamina, relic charges, ammo, and negative status effects, which are stored for 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. The perks that you get with Invader are Shark, where sprinting for 1 second or evading adds 1 stack of momentum, which increases range and melee damage. And you've got Loophole, where all ally range and melee damage against enemies distracted by the Invader's decoy grants 5% base damage as life steal. You've got Circumvent, which reduces cost of evade and combat slide by 10%. And you got Override. Using a relic reduces threat generation by 25% for 10 seconds. While Override is active, the next evade leaves an empowered decoy, which lasts 4 seconds. The trait card that you get with the Invader Archetype is called Untouchable, which increases evade window by 12% currently, but that will increase as I max that out. This is now quite a long process to get this unlocked, but to begin, you need to be on the world Lossum. There are 2 storylines that you can get in Lossum, and you must be on the storyline that starts with the Morrow Parish. So once you've completed Lossum for the first time, you can just keep on re-rolling in adventure mode until you get this start point. Once you have that start point, it's pretty straightforward for a while. Just follow the objectives until you reach the asylum. You can see on screen now that I've got to the asylum. You're going to be climbing this ladder and you'll be entering the asylum through this window. Your objective marker at the asylum is going to take you outside to the back where this shed is. You'll interact with this for a boss battle. And once you've defeated the boss, you're going to find this key inside of the shed. The key is the asylum 3rd floor key. Once you've got that key, just head back in the asylum up to where you came in and head up the stairs. There's going to be this locked door here. You may have already came across it. But now you've got the key in your inventory, you'll be able to use that key to gain access to the top of the asylum. Your next objective is up at the top of the asylum, and the game wants you to go through a dungeon. But before you do, just where you enter, just where you came through the door, just go into the next room here, and you're going to notice this window in the corner that you can jump through. When you jump through here, you're going to find another key, and this is the prison cell key. Now that you got that key, head all the way down to the basement past this web that you would have saw earlier, and you may have noticed this locked cell. Now you've got the key, you're able to interact with the cell and you can open it. Just choose the dialogue option, Unlock Door. And once you've opened the door, you're going to get a new item, and this item is very important for this secret archetype. It's called the Nightweaver Stone Doll. Make sure you pick this up. Now that you've got a Nightweaver's doll, the next part is simple. You just got to carry on with the story objectives until you get all the way to the boss. So you got to defeat the boss. Now, you're going to get one of 2 areas. You'll either have the Gilded Chambers at the end, or you're going to have the Shattered Gallery with a different boss. It really doesn't matter. Just, as I said, continue the story objectives and complete the main boss. Once the boss is defeated in the Gilded Chambers or the Shattered Gallery, the objective marker is going to take you to a dead body on the floor where the Nightweaver is eating it. You can shoot the Nightweaver, it'll vanish, and what you're going to find is a Soul Key tribute. This is part of the story still, and you'll definitely come across this. Make sure you pick this up. Again, as part of the story, your next objective is to head back to the asylum, and you want to go back to the basement again where you saw this web. Interact with this web, and you're going to be putting that item that you just found into it. So just go over to the Soul Key Tribute, put that into the web, And then that is going to give you a portal that you can interact with and go through. So do that to continue the quest. Now we have another important part for the archetype. When you're in this area, as soon as you spawn in, just look in this room to the left and you're going to find another web that you can interact with and give items to. This is where you're going to use the Nightweaver stone doll that we found earlier. It's why it's very important that you have it. This will reward you with the Dreamcatcher when you give it to the web. Now that you have the Dreamcatcher in hand, you can relax. That is the most important item to go and get the Invader Archetype. Obviously, go and finish the Nightweaver boss and finish off that storyline and go do anything else you want to do now. But what you're going to need to continue is Root Earth. Root Earth is not available on adventure mode and you can only do it on campaign. So if you've not reached this yet, you can't get the Invader Archetype just yet. But if you've got a campaign instance where Root Earth is already completed, that is absolutely perfect. Just go to your campaign, click on Root Earth, and you want to fast travel to the Corrupted Harbour. If you're doing this before completing it, it might look a little bit different for what I'm going to show you now because I might spawn in a different location. From the checkpoint at the Corrupted Harbour on Root Earth, you just want to follow the path. There's only one way you can go for now. There'll be plenty of enemy encounters as you're following this path, and eventually the path is going to lead you up to here, where you got this sort of like doorway with like some red lighting and another checkpoint. From here, there are different ways to go, but if you just go down the stairs from where the checkpoint is, you'll be heading in the right direction. Keep on following this path until you come to this area here. As you go down the stairs, take a right here, and you're going to be going through this doorway. Just continue on and go down this ramp. And in the next area, you're going to notice this device in the center. There will be an enemy spawn, so just take care of all of the enemies. And here's a quick map view just so you can see where we are. And then what you're going to want to do is equip the Dreamcatcher. Now with the Dreamcatcher, just strike this device and you'll be rewarded with the Walker's Dream consumable. For whatever reason you're not able to use this consumable from your inventory menu, you've got to assign it to a quick slot menu. Once you've assigned it, just use the consumable and it's going to teleport you to a secret area. This secret area is called Twilight Vale and you've got a boss encounter which you can see on screen now. The boss's name is Bane and you're going to need to defeat him. Once the boss is defeated, you'll receive a couple of items including a wooden shiv. And it's the wooden shiv that you need to get the Invader Archetype. With the shiv in your inventory, just head back to Ward 13 now and you just want to go and speak to Wally up in the cabin on the crane. Interact with Wally to see what he is able to craft and you'll notice that you're able to get the serrated root blade, which will cost a wooden shiv and some luminite crystal. By crafting this engram, you'll now have the Invader Archetype and it'll be well worth it. I think it's a great one. And better yet, now that you've got it, if you were to start a new character, you'll be able to start with the Invader straight away. If you choose not to and you start a new character, as soon as you get to level 10 and you unlock the secondary archetype, you can just go straight to Wally and get this unlocked. You won't need to do this again. And that brings us to the end of this video. I do hope that was clear enough for you. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask down in the comments and I will get back to you. Also, if it has been helpful, don't forget to like and share as well to support the content. I'd appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Now we are done. If you want to go and watch some more content that I've got a link to my Remnant 2 playlist down in the video description. Go and check that out. But until next time, thank you for watching this one. Stay safe and peace out.